Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Friday, the 5th of February 2021. Now, first class, it's time to correct yesterday's Better at English on page 85. So, number 1 in activity A, Little Mouse wanted to see the world, and you should have had a capital L because Little Mouse is his name. What animal has big paws and 4 legs? The cat. Who has a red hat and 2 legs? The cock. Number 4, why did the mouse come home? Because he was too small to go away. Number 5, who was fed up? Little Mouse was fed up. And remember, capital L for little and capital M for mouse because that is his name. And finally, who has wings? The cock has wings. Next, we have to do true or false statements. Little Mouse left home, true. The cat was very nice, false. The cock helped the cat, false. Number 4, the cock helped the mouse, true. He flapped his wings when the mouse was going to talk to the cat. Number 5, the cock had big paws, no, the cat did. False. 6, the cat eats mice, true. 7, the mouse had red paws, false. And finally, 8, Little Mouse is happy now. Yes, because he returned home where he belongs. Well done, boys and girls. Today, boys and girls, you're going to do page 86 in your Better at English. So write today's date, 5.2 for the 5th day of the 2nd month, 5th of February, up on top. Activity A, you have to write complete sentences that make sense. Try and add an adjective in each sentence. So, mouse little away. All right. Little scared or little young actually. Little young, I'll describe his age. Little young mouse. And capital M for mouse because it's part of his name. Ran away. So make sure you're writing nice and neat so it's easy for me to read. You have finger spaces between each word, capital letter for names and start of sentences, and full stop at the end. Just check back then that you've used each word. Little, yes. Mouse, yes. Away, yes. Then you have to write all about yourself. I am afraid of, so things that you were afraid of from the blue word list here. I am smaller than, and I would like a. So, I'm afraid of a mouse. I am. I am smaller than a shark. Yes, I am. I would like a dog. I would. I'd love to have a pet dog. And then you look at activity C. You read the sentences and match them with their picture that illustrates it. So the mouse, first in the story, the mouse has a bag and sees the cat. No, I made a mistake. There's a bag. Yes, Sorry. That is a bag. Sorry, I couldn't quite see it here. Number 1, the cat has a bag and the mouse sees him. Okie doke. Best of luck, boys and girls. Now, boys and girls, it's time for your spelling test. So if you go to the Spellwell, page 77 and week 23, because it's our 23rd spelling test, and write today's date 5.2, please. We're going to go straight into it. Number 1, and remember there's a few tricky words this week. Sugar. I will put sugar on my pancake. Sugar. Number 2, alarm. The alarm alarms me every morning. Alarm. Number 3, mixer. I will put my pancake mix in the mixer next week. Mixer. Number 4, here. I am over here. Here. Number 5, star. I see the bright, shimmering, glittering star in the night sky. Star. Number 6, yard. I like to play in my front yard. Yard. Number 7, I say this to you every day. Super Spellwell. Super. Number 7 is super. Number 8, keep. Keep your writing neat. Keep. Number 9, after. This is a lovely way to end a story. Happily ever after. After. And number 10, ever. They lived happily ever after. Ever. Okay, boys and girls, I'm just going to call them out in order, so check you have them in the correct order. Number 1, sugar. Number 2, alarm. Number 3, mixer. Number 4, here. Number 5, star. Number 6, yard. Number 7, super. Number 8, keep. Number 9, after. And number 10, ever. Now we're going to correct, but if you need to pause and go back over your spellings, that's fine, do so now. So number 1, sugar. It's a tricky word. S-U-G-A-R. Number 2, alarm. A-L-Arm. A-L-A-R-M. 2 syllables in that word. Mixer. My first syllable, mix. M-I-X. Second syllable, mixer, and that's my E-R sound. M-I-X-E-R. Number 4, here. The magic E turns the E into the long E sound, H-E-R-E. Number 5, star. R. STAR. Number 6, yard. 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 Number 7, super. SUPER. It's a bit tricky because the is actually making the long U sound. Number 8, keep. 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 And it's a kicking king, not a clever cat. After. After. There's 2 syllables. Af. A. Ter. Second syllable, TER. AFTER. And finally, ever. Ever. First syllable, ev. EV. Second syllable, my special friend, ER. EVER. Give yourself a score out of 10. Convert this to a percentage by counting in tens to whatever your score was. Percentage sign, remember, is a diagonal line pointing to the top right corner with a circle over and under. Remember to convert your score into data. So just say if you got a score out of 6 out of 10, you write 1 to 6 in each box. And then you color in up to that number in the same color and you've created a block chart. Well done, boys and girls. Today, boys and girls, you are going to do some oral language and art. In our story, The Grizzly Bear Who Lost His Grrr, there were many idioms. Idioms are words or phrases which mean something different from its literal meaning. In our book, The Grizzly Bear Who Lost His Grrr, there were many idioms. I want you to pick your favorite idiom from this week's story, write it and illustrate it. Some of the idioms we had were star of the show. This could spell trouble. On fire. Call it a tie. And in the spotlight. For example, it said Fred was the star of the show every year in the contest. This doesn't actually mean he was a star in a play on a stage. It meant that he was the best above all the rest. So I want you to illustrate what star of the show could mean. You could draw a star on stage. Pick your favorite idiom from the story and try your best to draw it nice and neatly and color it in beautifully. Can't wait to see what you do, boys and girls. Next up, boys and girls, it's time to dull share our Irish this week, revise our Irish phrases. So, Eish Tlumsa, listen to me, and then you can repeat afterwards. Tá mé ag ri. Tá mé ag siúl. Tá mé ag léim. Tá mé ag ithe. Tá mé ag óil. Tá mé ag caint. Tá mé ag scríobh. Tá mé ag rothaíocht. Tá mé ag léamh. Tá mé ag canna. Tá mé ag rothaíocht. Tá mé ag amáint. Tá mé ag immert pell. I'd like you to practice those for Z, and then I'd like you to watch the Buana Kainta video called the Tá Shula Gum. After our quiz call later, we're going to have a little game called the Tá Shula Gum. So make sure to practice these phrases beforehand. Best of luck, boys and girls. In You Boys and Girls, we're learning on Triu Versa of our poem Teach Boboga. Eight Lumpsa. He is Thyra, so going down the stairs. He is Thyra Tá an Kishtin. Tá board egon Bhuinog. Tá Sornoun is Turtle. Kahirika is stole. So for going down the stairs, he is Thyra Tá an Kishtin. Tá board egon Bhuinog. Tá Sornoun is Turtle. Kahirika is stole. 4 legs on a chair on a cahir, agus 3 legs on stole. So a reach. He is Thyra Tá an Kishtin. Tá board an Bhuinog. Tá Sornoun is Turtle. Kahirika is stole. Buin tanna bás bucali agus Colini. Next up, boys and girls, it's time for our mental maths test. So open up your Work It Out on test week 18. I'm going to start calling out the questions now. Number 1. Which is the lightest? A, B, or C? Number 2. 20 take away 5 is A, 5, B, 25, or C, 15. You can use your rough work and the marbles to help you here. Number 3, 56 plus 10 equals. Remember to use your TU strategy here if you need help. Is it A, 46, B, 66, or C, 57? Number 4. The height of a door is closest to A, 1 meter, B, 2 meters, or C, 3 meters. Number 5. There are more bananas than apples. A, 4, B, 3, or C, 2. Number 6. Plus 18 equals 16. A, 15, B, 8, or C, 10. Number 7. The B is A above the flower, B below the flower, or C beside the flower. Number 8. 5 cent, 5 cent, and 5 cent is how much? A, 20 cent, B, 25 cent, or C, 15 cent. Number 9. What number is missing? 77, 78, 79, 80. A, 81, B, 67, or C, 76. And finally, number 10, it is 12:30. A, 7, B, 12, or C, 6. If you need to pause to go over your answers, do so now, but we're going to correct now. Number 1. Which is the lightest? B. The spider. The Duan Allah. Number 2. 20 take away 5. Well, I'll take away from the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves me with 5, 10, and 15. 15 is the answer. Number 3. TU, mental strategy that you can use in your head through visualizing. Add your units first. 6 and 0 is 6. 5 tens and 1 10 is 6 tens. So the answer is B, 66. The height of a door is closest to B, 2 meters. Number 5. 1 banana to 1 apple. 2 bananas to 2 apples. 3 bananas to 3 apples. And that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 more bananas than apples. A, 4. Number 6. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Number 7. The bee is A, above the flower. Number 8. 5 and 5 is 10 and 5 more is 15. The answer is C, 15 cents. The missing number was 76. And finally, it is past. Well, my shorthand is in between 6 and 7. It's not reached 7 yet, so it must be 6:30. The answer was C, 6. Count up all of your ticks, boys and girls, and give yourself a score out of 10. Count up in tens, put however many fingers you got right up and count in tens to get your percentage. And remember, sad face, fine face, or happy face to show me how you think you did. Well done, boys and girls.